Good morning. Welcome to Member Focus Monday. I'm Christina Schaefer, Director of Social Media for HAR, and we are very excited for this morning's program. We have Taqi Rizvi, HAR's Chief Technology Officer. Welcome, Taqi.
Thank you for having me, Christina. Good morning to you and everyone.
I should say welcome back. Our members always get excited when you come on because that means we have exciting things to share with them that are going to benefit them in their business. And what we're going to be talking about today is one of those things, and that is ShowingSmart. If we could start off, Taqi, I think most of our members know who you are, but if you could just tell us a little bit of your background for maybe some of our newer members who haven't met you yet.
So, my role at HR is to look out for different technologies which are vital for our members in streamlining their business processes or marketing themselves better and delivering some leads. So that's where I focus on these three main areas, and of course, each of them have many different areas within that. So, but the idea is that how we can actually better serve our members when it comes to technology.
Wonderful. Thank you. So, along that point, we want to start talking about ShowingSmart this morning. Some of our members have maybe seen some things about it, but don't quite know what it is yet. So, if you could tell us, Taqi, what is ShowingSmart?
So, Showing Smart is a software solution and a call center solution for real estate agents to manage their showings. And the idea is that it is a system that if you wanted to use a call center, you can. If you wanted to use this as a software only, you can use that as well. And one of the things which makes it more interesting as well, that it allows buyers and sellers to have, so buyers can have a site. There's a whole site which is dedicated to buyer, their site for sellers, and there is, so it's a platform that allows that collaboration between all the different parties when it comes to real estate showings.
Wonderful. So I think let's go ahead and tackle one of the questions that I'm sure is on a lot of people's mind and that is, when will ShowingSmart be available to all HAR members?
So I have a great news to share with you that today is you will have we will launch today is the launch of a beta program of Showing Smart. So what it means to all the members that today you can go and start putting your listings in Showing Smart. And we are super excited. It couldn't be possible without many of the team players at HAR, many level of we got a huge support from our members and leadership in making all this possible. But and I thank our team for putting together a great solution. And so, really looking forward for our members to benefit from this service.
Wonderful. So today is the day. That's exciting news. If we could back up just a little bit to Key, and I'd like to hear this background from you because I always find it very interesting, and I think it's good for our members to hear. But what was the goal in developing ShowingSmart? What was the initial goal, and why did you take on this big achievement?
So, goal with all the things HR as a team, what we do. So HR has this culture that we all try to stay relevant with our membership, by providing services they need. So we all have to kind of reimagine, be creative, think out of the box, and come up with a solution that is needed by the members in the right time.
Mm.
And so this is sort of a culture. And again, that culture couldn't be possible without the leadership of HER, who have been amazing, supportive on all these initiatives. So we look at these challenges or opportunities that we feel that members, we can help the members with that. And then we have a support from the HR leadership and HRIS leadership, plus Bob Hale, who's a CEO, have set up that environment that encourages us to be creative and come up with the different products and services. So that's just talking about a little bit of the culture and staying
Mm-hmm.
relevant with our membership, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Showing Smart, this is a product which we had it on a roadmap for quite some time, but with the different priorities, different things going on, it did not made it the cut.
Mm-hmm.
But because last year we got when we were challenged with the COVID situation, and we focus on how can we provide relevant tools, like it was a 3D gallery, photo gallery, or 3D tours. It was
Mm-hmm.
like offering virtual showing tools and virtual open house. So we geared our resources there. So this year we tackled on this new challenge of providing, and the idea is that how can we make more streamline these, enhance our members MLS experience, and streamline this process of making appointment. And again, we listen to our members, we listen to uh, what they are looking for, and also the market conditions, how things are changing within the market,
Mm-hmm.
and all that kind of allows us to set our priorities on how we think we should move forward, and what is then become more relevant things to offer our member. And Showing Smart is a direct result of all these different factors.
Wonderful. So, how is Showing Smart different from other showing platforms?
So number one is totally integrated with MLS, okay,
Mm-hmm.
with Matrix. So that's a big thing. You don't need to worry about listing updates when it is. Everything is directly connected to the system. So that's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is that, which is because HAR owns that software, when we hear from our members any complaints, we are quick to change. We do not, we are very, turnaround is much faster for us to enhance the product. And one thing we are doing is that we are every 2 weeks we are releasing a new product version updates. So if there's something which we feel members needed, we can enhance it. We can do it very quickly. And good thing is that our members know how to reach out to us, send us a message, and we care dearly about that, and we listen to it, and we bring change back to the system. So just to let you know, within when we started the alpha to this point now, we have many different feedbacks at the different levels on how to do
Mm-hmm.
this. So the product which you see today has been thanks to all our alpha testers who have been on the platform, taking their time, sharing it. I wanted to recognize Jennifer Vickers. She is the head of the technology advisory group, who have been on the forefront of that, really
Mm-hmm.
working with, listening to the members, and our committee as well, to get the feedback and then channel that us and help us as well with regards to understand if a few things need more clarification or a different view a different way to look at them.
Okay, great. Yeah, and you just mentioned our 2021 Realtor of the Year, by the way, Jennifer Vickers, who's done an excellent job. I'm just curious because those members that might be logging into Showing Smart today, they're looking at a different Showing Smart than what we may have had a couple months ago. So, what was some of the feedback that you were able to implement from that alpha phase, and some changes you were able to make to make it even a better product today?
So, for example, when I will give you just a small example of that, how the notifications are within the system. So we have a different level. So you have cases where you have only one person to approve an appointment. So we said, okay, we had a system with, but then our member said, no, there could be multiple people. So we built a people can approve. Then we put a different condition that, okay, is within the multiple people, parties who are giving approval, can only one approve it if it's considered approved. So we took those feedback and put the system and the business logic to address that.
Hmm.
Then we went into our members said that, look, showing sometime when it's an occupant, when it's a occupied home, the seller is outside the house while the showing is going on. It would be nice to have a notification when showing completes.
Mm-hmm.
So now we allow showing agents to just mark it and say done with the showing. So if the showing was 2 to 3, and let's suppose showing got done at 2:30, you can just mark it right away. That will send a notification to the seller and the listing agent that the showing have just ended. And these type of feedback and many others with regards to
Mm-hmm.
that have helped us, shape this product where it is. And again, the more members use that, the better the software gets. So that's why we are excited about today, because that's now going to be in the hands of all our members,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just a limited group, which were initial alpha testers. So
Absolutely. And That's proof right there that you really listen to what our members are saying about the product and want to make it something that they really enjoy. So that's wonderful. We've already gotten this question in the comments, so I'll go ahead and ask you: how much does Showing Smart cost?
So right during the beta version, there is no cost. It is at no cost to our members to use
Mm-hmm.
that. And so our plan is that we are trying to see what's the best way to uh, price it, how it is the best, most friendly way for our members. So
Mm-hmm.
we are looking the numbers, how the numbers comes out to be, but it will be a competitive pricing, and but it will be something which will be very simplified. So one of the things what we hear from our members, they really, when it comes to you know how to pay for it, cost, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Really, how can it be very simplified billing? And that's our goal. And again, HR leadership and Renee, who is the head of the this finances of this, will
Mm-hmm.
definitely come up with a solution that's very, very effective for our members.
Okay, very good. We do get this question a lot, so I want to go ahead and ask you: is there a Showing Smart app?
So that is just the good news is that we have already started working on that.
Mm-hmm.
So just to let you know, we have divided it into two parts. One is to give an app to your client. So your sellers can now have an app available where they can actually approve, disapprove an appointment just directly through the app. They can put showing blocks. So they can say, okay, I don't want to show a house at 225, so they have that type of functionality
Mm-hmm.
available as well within the app. So that's something is our first phase of the app deployment, which the team is working on. And that would be for iOS and Android. Second part will be, which will be a more robust version for agents to have it for their iPad, their iPhone, their Android
Mm-hmm.
phones. So that will be available. But just to let you know, one thing which is tightly integrated for our members is text messaging. We heard over and over from our members that the best method to contact them or communicate with them is through a text message.
Mm-hmm.
So it's completely with a one click. You don't need to download an app. Click it, you get there, you approve the app, you can approve an appointment uh, right there. So it's really very, very uh, tightly integrated with the phone setup. So everything is responsive, works great on the phone. So that's there, but we are going to have a product available for them when it comes to for agents to have. But buyer, seller, both of them will have that.
Wonderful. So right now you can use it in a desktop and mobile internet browser app coming soon. But like you said, approvals and things like that, it's easily done through text message. It can be done through text message. So wonderful. Um, Aside from the app, are there any other features that you're already working on that will be coming soon?
So one of the things which we want to right now in Matrix, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot make appointment for multiple listings at a time. So let's suppose you want to see these 5 properties, you have to go to each one of them and make an appointment, right? So what we are trying to do is you don't need to do that. So right now you can. This is one of the big features within the Showing Smart. In the Showing Smart, you can do that right now today
Mm-hmm.
once you have access to the beta version. But we are looking into how we can actually Sean and his team, who heads the NLS, his team and we will work together on how we can allow multiple appointments. That agent can make multiple appointments within Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
That's something which I look forward to that. And then also better integration with third parties. For example, when you're using a third party and they have an update of the status, let's suppose it got confirmed. So how do we actually bring that into our system to update that? So these will be some of the things which we are looking forward to add to the platform.
Excellent. So you mentioned earlier an option for members that do not want to utilize the call service. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely, and this is something which is uh, I think I'm very proud of that the system is so you can just use the whole platform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can use the whole platform make appointments, receive appointments, put showing instructions, and all of that. Just use that as a software.
Hmm.
So you go in, you put all the showing instructions in there. You receive. Once you do that, you can set up. Is it what type of? Is it go and show different type of level of how to appointments need to be set up. All that you can do it. I mean, within, I think it'll take you maybe, depending on, maybe under 5 minutes, you can set up all that, and
Hmm.
it's completely. Then you start receiving approvals on your phone. You can approval messages, requests for new showings on your phone. You can approve it, disapprove it. You can actually go modify anything. So it's really very easy. And thanks to education department, Rita and her team, including you, Christina, where you guys have provided such a great videos uh, that they can actually watch and learn for every step of the way. So those are there. So really, the software allows you. For example, you have a land you do not want to uh, uh, use the call center services. You just wanted the call to come to you. Just
Hmm.
put the option there. Say, I would like to use my phone. And then at that time, when you say, I want to use my phone, then you are using the software part of this. So it's very simple. When you guys will have access to log in and play with it, you will see it is one of the things is why it is, you will find it simple, is because it is our members who have helped us build it, and we are very proud of the fact,
Hmm.
because that allows us to kind of not have too many bells and whistles and just focus on the core of the what our members need.
Okay, very good. So we have had HR as appointment manager for quite some time. Does this mean that appointment manager will be discontinued?
No, no, not at all. Not at all. Appointment Manager is a broker product. This Showing Smart is an agent product. So broker project is, it's gonna be, we're gonna support it. It is great. The brokers are using it, and we have no intention of uh, removing that Appointment Manager at this point.
Okay, excellent. So we have a few members asking. In fact, Hazel said, "How do you turn this on? How long does it take?" So what do they do to key if somebody's ready right now to go log in and start using this? What do they need to do?
So first of all, thank you so much for your excitement in trying to use that. So the easiest way for you is to just go to ShowingSmart.com. If you go to ShowingSmart.com and go and just log in with the HR credentials, and you will have access to that.
Mhm.
Okay, as soon as it goes live today. So later today you can try it, or tomorrow, but it will be available today. Definitely, we are trying to shoot for before 5 today. You will have access to that, and you can go and play with it and start using it. So you can put as many listing as you have, put it on the system. So you're welcome to use it as a software only, or use it as a along with the call center during this beta time at no cost to you. So definitely, uh, uh, this is going to be something which is going to be available to you today.
Okay, very good. I don't see the question again now, but somebody asked, oh, there it is. Robert asked, is there a training webinar? So how do members get trained? They log into Showing Smart either via the member portal or on showingsmart.com.
All
Is
right.
there a training that they can take?
Absolutely, absolutely. So there are two good news about this. And so what we have done is, before you can put, so training is, of course, we have a webinar. There's a schedule of webinars that there's a training tab, and in the Showing Smart, and you can actually look at when is the trainings happening, and you
Mm-hmm.
can take those webinars. Okay, those are available. But one other thing what we have is we have an online training inside that you go. There's a big button you will see which says training. Take the training. You finish that training, that allow you access to the platform. That's the only requirement we have done.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to put a listing, if you want to use as a showing agent, you can use that without a problem. Okay, it's pretty simple. So we feel like there's no training, but when it comes to putting a listing inside it, we do require that you take this small online training, which should take you maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on how quick you do it. But it's just watch videos, and respond to some questions and answer. We ask you some questions and you
Mhm.
respond to them. So it's a pretty simple, very easy to do, and you will get. I'm very confident. I've taken that training myself, and I feel very comfortable that if you go through that, you have very good idea about the product. And do that. So again, that's available to you on demand. In addition to the webinar which are scheduled, there are I think one or two webinars scheduled per week.
Very
So
good.
it's available to members. Yeah.
Wonderful. We have members that they may have missed this, but if you could just remind us, how much does Showing Smart cost?
Okay. So Showing Smart is at no cost to our members during the beta period. Once the beta period is over, there will be a cost which will be a competitive cost.
Mhm.
Uh, Pricing, it will be competitive pricing. But just to let you know, I think um, one thing is that they should start taking advantage of the system as soon as possible,
Mhm.
because it will be it's available at no cost to you. Use the system and take advantage of that.
Okay,
So
very good. Just a comment here from Jennifer Vickers, who you mentioned earlier. Training is fast, easy, and very helpful. Check it out. So thank you, Jennifer, for that comment. Taqi, you've made our members really happy this morning. They're very excited in the comments. There is a question that just came in. How long will the beta period last?
so beta, again, that all depends on what type of feedback we are getting. So we love to get feedback. I mean, our team is waiting to see, what type of feedback we get.
Mm-hmm.
We feel the current product we have launched in the beta state, we feel it's a very solid product. Okay, we think it is something that it's solid, meaning you can actually use that without any problems and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like with any software, you throw it in the market, you see how they respond, and you go and fix it and respond to it as soon as possible. So that's our hope. And
Mm-hmm.
depending on how quickly we respond, what type of issues and feedback we receive from you all, uh, definitely that will allow us to uh, decide on when it will come out of a beta. We hope that it comes out soon from beta, but again, at this point, there is not an end date for the beta. So it is going to be available to you in the beta stage, but the software is
Mm-hmm.
as good as the production will be. Only fact which will change that when you get out the beta, then there will be a cost to it.
Very good. And just a comment that came in, members will receive at least 90 days notice prior to any change. So everybody will be notified in advance of any changes before it is no longer beta. Taqi, again, thank you so much for this information you've shared this morning. Are there any other final thoughts that you have for our members today?
Well, so that's the point we just discussed regarding feedback. We need your feedback. This product will get better. I can just tell you that HAR as HR leadership have made this as a high priority for us to deliver a best service to you. And what that will require you to do is to share your feedback with us. Once we get your feedback, we can then turn around and upgrade the app, make it this application better. And the beauty of that is when we hear from one member, it have help other 40,000 members. So
Mhm.
please do let us know and share your feedback, and definitely we look forward to it, and we wish you that you start taking advantage of this great service.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Taqi. And thank you to our members who tuned in this morning. We hope you start utilizing Showing Smart today. Next week, we will be back with one of our board members, Nicole Lopez, who's going to talk to you guys all about getting involved with HAR. So be sure to tune in next week at 9 a.m. Taqi, again, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye-bye.